Welcome to Farming Aid. In the sprawling green pastures of the world, among herds that often go unnoticed by the masses, there exist some bovine masterpieces, cows so breathtaking in beauty and jaw-dropping in value. They blur the line between livestock and luxury. This isn't your everyday dairy cow chewing cud in a countryside barn. We're talking about the creme de la creme of cattle, beasts that command six and even seven-figure price tags. Bred not only for their exquisite appearances but also for their elite genetics. Welcome to the world of the most beautiful and expensive cows ever bred, a realm where glossy coats meet royal bloodlines, and every moo is worth a fortune. And trust us, you won't believe the cow that tops this list. Starting off, we journey to the lush green heartlands of England, where a majestic cow named Eastside Lewisdale Gold Missy turned heads and broke records. With her symmetrical frame, stunning udder conformation, and elegant stride, Missy wasn't just another Holstein, she was royalty on four legs. Her black and white coat seemed airbrushed by nature herself, her posture more confident than a show horse, and her lineage was nothing short of dairy aristocracy. At the World Dairy Expo and the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair, she claimed champion titles like they were her birthright. In 2009, Missy was sold for a jaw-dropping $1.2 million, making her one of the most expensive cows ever sold. But it wasn't just her beauty that wowed investors, it was her unparalleled genetic potential, a guarantee of excellence in every calf she would mother. Farther south, in the rolling fields of Brazil, a living legend named Viatina-19 FIV Mara Imóveis has shattered expectations and record books. This jaw-droppingly beautiful Nelore cow is not just a sight to behold, she's a walking treasure chest. With flawless symmetry, a snow-white coat that gleams like polished marble, and muscle definition more sculpted than many elite bulls, Viatina is the embodiment of bovine perfection. She's more than an animal, she's a brand. In 2023, she was valued at over $4.3 million USD, making her arguably the most expensive cow ever sold. What makes her even more mind-blowing is how her embryos are sold like precious gems, often fetching tens of thousands of dollars each. Her face is iconic in Brazil, where cattle farming is a competitive sport, and her reputation as a genetic supermodel has earned her a spot in elite breeding programs around the globe. Seeing her in person is like witnessing a living piece of art, elegant, serene, and every bit as rare as she is radiant. Meanwhile, in the heart of North America, the breed known as the Jersey has its own queen, family Hill Connection Chilli. Chilli is not your ordinary cow, her deep, rich fawn coat seems kissed by sunlight, and her expressive eyes are as soulful as they are striking. With finely shaped ears and a perfectly structured body, she is the embodiment of classic Jersey refinement. But beauty wasn't Chilli's only gift. Her offspring and genetics were so highly sought after that she became a cornerstone of elite dairy breeding programs. At one point, her value, based on her progeny and potential, skyrocketed, pushing her price into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Her name became synonymous with grace, quality, and profitability, making her a star not just in shows, but in the pocketbooks of savvy breeders worldwide. Chilli's legacy is still alive today in the hundreds of calves and embryos she helped produce, each one carrying a piece of her exceptional legacy. Across the Atlantic, in the scenic pastures of the Netherlands, lives another bovine gem, Windbrook Lila Z. Her captivating looks, sleek frame, sharply defined features, and an udder that judges call textbook perfect, have made her a magnet at dairy shows and breeding farms alike. Lila Z is a Holstein, a breed often judged by productivity, but she's also become a beacon of elegance within her kind. What really set her apart wasn't just her perfect body, it was the genetic goldmine inside her. As soon as her embryos hit the market, the demand skyrocketed. Buyers from Canada, Germany, and Japan vied for a piece of her DNA, with some embryos selling for tens of thousands of dollars. Her daughters have already started to conquer the show world, proving that her elegance is hereditary. Although she's not as publicly flaunted as some others, within the elite cattle breeding community, Lila Z is revered like royalty. Quiet, powerful, and unforgettable, she's the type of cow that can turn a breeder's dream into a legacy. From the tranquil Scottish Highlands comes a different kind of beauty, Benmore Morag, a Highland cow with a mane like a supermodel and horns that curve like the strokes of a master artist. With her rich auburn coat that flows in the wind and gives her a lion-like aura, Morag has redefined what beautiful means in the cattle world. She may not conform to the sleek, trim standard of dairy show cows, but her rugged, majestic presence is pure poetry. Highland cows are known for their resilience, but Morag added something new to the mix: pure aesthetic magnetism. She became a viral sensation after winning multiple national shows and being featured in luxury countryside magazines. Wealthy ranch owners and boutique breeders began offering sky-high bids for her, and she was eventually valued at over $250,000, not just for her beauty, but for her rare genetics and the prestige she brought to her farm. She remains a symbol of natural, untamed elegance, the kind of cow you'd frame on your living room wall if she weren't already grazing on highland grass, living like a queen. Now let's head to the heart of India, where the Lama, a Gur cow, has earned mythical status. The Gur breed, known for its arched foreheads, long ears, and mesmerizing colors, has always had a distinct allure. But La Lama is something else. Her reddish-gold coat shimmers under sunlight like a gemstone, and her calm, regal demeanor has made her beloved by farmers and breeders alike. La Lama's milk production and fertility were just as impressive as her looks, and when paired with her ancient, revered lineage, she became a sacred symbol of beauty and productivity. Her calves are treasured, and each is seen as a gift from the divine. It's no wonder that when she was auctioned for ceremonial and genetic preservation purposes, she fetched over $100,000, a staggering sum in her region. But for those who understand what she represents, every rupee was worth it. She isn't just a cow, she's a living relic of cultural heritage wrapped in dazzling beauty. Let's not forget the elite Miss Triple T Platinum ET, a cow whose name alone sounds like it belongs on a Hollywood Walk of Fame. She is a red and white Holstein, a variant known for its distinctive coloring, and Platinum takes it to the next level. With a coat that looks like red velvet splashed across snow and a perfectly balanced body, she dazzled at every show she entered. Her presence in the ring was electrifying. Judges stopped in their tracks, and the audience often gasped as she paraded past with queenly confidence. Her genetics became so in demand that one of her embryos once sold for over $25,000, and her total estimated worth approached $500,000. Beyond just beauty, Platinum offered elite breeding potential that could shape the future of red and white Holsteins for generations. To own her was to possess the blueprint of future champions, and that came with a price tag fit for a queen. From the serene fields of Australia comes Fairvale Morty Lady, a black and white Holstein with curves in all the right places. Her bone structure, muscular hindquarters, and perfect teat placement made her the darling of breeders in both hemispheres. But Lady wasn't just a local beauty, she won major championships and became an international sensation in cattle genetics. Her embryos were exported globally, and her calves routinely won top honors, reinforcing her as a maternal powerhouse. At the height of her fame, her market value surged into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Fairvale Morty Lady redefined elegance with strength, an example of how aesthetics and function could exist in perfect harmony. Then there's the breathtaking Missy Goldwin Satin, a daughter of none other than Goldwin himself, a legendary sire in the Holstein world. Satin's jet black patches, contrasted by snowy white, gave her the appearance of being sculpted from shadow and light. Every step she took at shows was poetry in motion. Her body was lean yet powerful, her stance commanding yet graceful. When Satin entered auctions, her bids shot up faster than auctioneers could count, and buyers from 5 continents competed for even a sliver of her genetics. She epitomized high fashion in the cow world: grace, dominance, and desirability wrapped in silky smooth fur. And finally, we arrive at the #1 spot, a cow so rare, so revered, and so jaw-droppingly valuable that her existence sounds like fiction. Meet Patria de Sabia, the stunning Brazilian beauty who, in 2024, was part of a landmark embryo auction that collectively valued her at nearly $5 million. Her towering presence, sculpted physique, snow-white coat, and flawless breeding record made her the holy grail of the Nelore breed. Patria is the culmination of decades of elite Brazilian genetics, refined muscle architecture, and absolute perfection in proportions. Her owners consider her not just livestock, but a national treasure. Her embryos are sold like luxury diamonds, with buyers paying as much as $70,000 each for a chance at duplicating her rare excellence. She is more than beautiful, she's divine, a living legend. Patria's fame extends beyond the agricultural world. She has appeared in elite fashion campaigns and even inspired luxury perfume branding. Yes, you heard that right. This cow's aura is so potent, it has transcended farming and entered pop culture. And that's why she takes the crown as the most beautiful and expensive cow ever bred. The world may have seen many remarkable bovines, but none quite like her. So, the next time someone says, it's just a cow, remember these legends, creatures of grace, grandeur, and genetics so extraordinary, they're worth more than a Lamborghini. From serene jerseys to muscle-packed Nelores and silky Holsteins to Highland heroines, the world of premium cattle is far more glamorous than you'd ever expect. These are not just animals. They're icons, living testaments to human passion, agricultural excellence, and the kind of beauty that money really can buy. And as prices continue to soar and genetics grow ever more sophisticated, the next million-dollar cow might already be grazing quietly in a field, waiting for her turn to dazzle the world. We've come to the end of an unforgettable journey through the world's most dazzling and high-priced cows ever bred. From the legendary Eastside Lewisdale Gold Missy, whose elegance and genetics made her worth millions, to the stunning Miss Triple T Platinum ET, a true star of the show ring, these cows are more than animals, they're elite status symbols. We were wowed by the sheer beauty of Windbrook Lila Z, captivated by family Hill Connection Chilli, and blown away by the record-breaking Viatina-19 FIV Mara Imóveis, the Nelore marvel. Then there's the graceful Fairvale Morty Lady, the exotic charm of Lama the Gur cow, and the heritage-rich Benmore Morag from Scotland. But topping this luxurious list is none other than Patria et de Sabia, a flawless symbol of breeding perfection and global admiration. These aren't just cows. They're living art, genetic royalty, and million-dollar icons. If you thought cows were ordinary, these bovine beauties just proved otherwise. So, which one stole your heart? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping animal stories.